What's up, all you legends? Welcome back to part 18 of our Pokemon Dark Worship, and this is the final video. In the previous video, we challenged the Pokemon League. We had 7 crazy tough battles in a row. If you haven't watched that, go back and check that out before. And in today's video, we're going to be challenging the Elite Four, which I am really nervous about. The Pokemon League was super tough, so I don't even want to imagine what the Elite Four are going to be like. But now we're just stocking up on a whole bunch of items, so we are ready for the Elite Four. We can heal our Pokemon and have them ready to go again after each battle. I have no idea if there's someone we battle after the Elite Four. I've never completed this game, so it's still all pretty new to me, but we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty confident in my team. They're really strong, and they performed really well against the Pokemon League. Okay, so now we're going to enter the room where the Elite Four are. He says once you go in, you can't come back, so make sure you're absolutely ready. And whoa, the first Elite Four member looks pretty scary. His name's Anibal, and he looks like a knight or something. Really cool looking character. I've never seen him in the game. And the first Pokemon he sends out is a level 92 Whimsicott, which I believe is like a grass and fairy type Pokemon. And it looks like throughout the Pokemon League and the Elite Four, the level cap is still at level 92. Maybe only once we have completed the game will the level 100 level cap be unlocked. And we've sent out Magmortar, which is a fire type, so it's got a type advantage. We knocked out Whimsicott in one shot. And the next Pokemon the Elite Four member Anibal sent out is Venusaur, which is Mega Evolved. Absolutely crazy. So it seems like this Elite Four member is a grass type trainer. He sent out Whimsicott and now Venusaur, so I'm going to leave Magmortar up front, and we should have a type advantage. We can hopefully just start one-shotting them all. And we have forced Anibal to use a full restore, so it's better that we get him to use his items earlier on. I believe in every battle they're allowed to use 2 or 3 items. And our Magmortar is doing really well, but he has used another full restore. We're going to still just keep blasting away, burning Venusaur down. And Venusaur used Sludge Bomb, which was super effective, but we did hang in there. And now it's down to who attacks first. Venusaur hits us, he knocks out my Magmortar. We are going to have to revive him. He is our only fire type. But now we've sent out Dragonite, who's knocked out Venusaur with a Whirlwind. And I'm very curious to see who the next Pokemon is. Okay, it's a Cradily, which is a strange grass and ground type Pokemon. I think we are going to Dynamax our Dragonite, and we're going to hit it with an Ice attack. Hopefully we can knock out Cradily and the next Pokemon while staying Dynamaxed. I believe if you do Dynamax, you stay like that for 3 turns. So we've already used 1 turn. Our next turn we should knock it out, and we do. And hopefully we can attack first for our final Dynamax turn. Cradily is down. We're halfway through the first Elite Four trainer. And the next Pokemon he sent out is Appleton, which is also Dynamaxed. So this isn't good. And Appleton is a grass and dragon type, I believe. We do attack first, so we cause half of Appleton's HP to get knocked out. And we'll see if Dragonite can survive. Okay, luckily Dragonite does survive. It looks like we're gonna go back to our regular form soon. But maybe we'll still be able to cause a fair amount of damage. We attack first with the Dragon attack. and super effective, not enough to knock it out. But Dragonite has done a good job. Dragonite's defense is pretty high for Appleton. We're not taking very much damage so far. Dragonite still might be able to knock it out. Hopefully we attack first. And we do, and we knock out the Dynamaxed Appleton. So Dragonite's done a phenomenal job. He's really hung in there. And it's down to 2 more Pokemon. And wow, he sent out Kartana, which is an Ultra Beast. It is a Grass and Steel type. So here I really need my Magmortar back. But let's see, who else can we send out? We're going to go with Kommo-o. And his close combat attack is pretty effective. Let's see if we can knock it out. One shot, we knock out Kartana, the Ultra Beast. 1 Pokemon left. Who is the final Pokemon gonna be? It's a Rillaboom. We also got a Rillaboom, so I know how strong it is. It's just a Grass-type Pokemon. And I think we're gonna go with a Z-type move to try and finish it off. Let's see what Kommo-o's Z move looks like. Devastating Drake. Ba-ba-bam-bam. And it hits, and we knock out Rillaboom. That's the first Elite Four member down. 3 more to go. That wasn't too bad. We hung in there and performed really well. Now we can quickly heal up our Pokemon and make our way to the second room. And here's the Elite Four battle number 2. And this is Leonidas. So I'm very curious to see what type he has. He is a Yellow Knight, so I wonder if he's an electric type. The first Pokemon he sent out is Cleaver, level 92. And I believe this is a bug and ground type Pokemon, so I'm not sure if this trainer has bug types or ground types, but we knock it out in 1 shot with our Magmortar's fire attack. And the next Pokemon he sends out is Araquanid, which is a bug and water type. That's not going to be good for our fire-type Magmortar. So it looks like this Elite Four trainer is a bug-type specialist. He's got a whole bunch of bug-type Pokemon. And his first Pokemon Cleaver is really cool. It's a new evolution from Scyther. We have Mega Evolved because our Magmortar is going to be weak against a water attack. So I want to try 1 shot it. And we do, we knock out Araquanid and get it out the way before it can hit us with a super effective attack. And the next Pokemon he has sent out is Heracross, which is Mega Evolved. We are still in our Dynamax form, so we knock out Mega Heracross in 1 shot. Our Magmortar is really doing well against these bug-type Pokemon. And the next bug-type Pokemon is an Ultra Beast. It's Buzzwole, level 92. And this is probably one of my favorites of the Ultra Beast Pokemon. It's like a bug-type Pokemon that's super jacked, that's been hitting the gym. Looks like a superhero Pokemon, but we knock it out in 1 shot. And Ultra Beast is no competition against our Magmortar. The next Pokemon is Scizor. Metal and bug-type Pokemon. This is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon, but we 1-shot it. It is weak against fire. This Elite Four trainer's worst nightmare is our Magmortar, and his final Pokemon is Volcarona, which is a bug and fire type. So, although he's a bug-type specialist, it looks like he uses a lot of dual-type Pokemon. Bug and fire, bug and water, bug and steel. He's tried to cover all his bases, but our fire attacks are just way too strong. We're causing a lot of damage. Volcarona is taking our attacks a lot better as it is half fire type, but because the other half is still bug type, it's still taking a fair amount of damage. Our Magmortar gets knocked out, but it's done a crazy job. Magmortar has pretty much knocked out this trainer's whole team. It's just Volcarona that's left. And we've decided to go with Silvally as it's a ground type that will be effective against the fire half of Volcarona. And we hit it, we almost knock it out. Our Silvally does get burned. And if we can survive this attack, oh, we get knocked out. Volcarona one-shots our Silvally. I wasn't expecting that. But we still got 4 Pokemon left, so I'm going to send out Graplocked, which is our fighting type. If we can survive an attack, we should be able to finish off Volcarona with Surf. But we are one-shotted. Volcarona is quite a beast. Its attack is super strong. It's one-shotted 2 of my Pokemon now. But now we're going to send out the big guns. We've got Como-O, which is one of my stronger Pokemon. And we knock out Volcarona with our Outrage attack. That's 2 Elite Four members down. 2 more to go. We're gonna revive and heal some of our Pokemon. And let's see what Elite Four battle number 3 has in store for us. And here we have Hercules. I wonder what type he is gonna have. Hercules could be fighting type, I guess. And the first Pokemon he sent out is Corviknight, so perhaps dark type, or maybe even flying type. We'll have to see who his second Pokemon is. And my Magmortar one-shots Corviknight, takes it out fairly easy. And the next Pokemon Hercules sends out is Aggron, which is a ground and steel type Pokemon. So that's completely different from Corviknight. And it Mega Evolves. The Mega Evolution looks really cool, but it should be weak against our fire attack. We one-shot Mega Aggron, 2 Pokemon down already. And the next Pokemon he sent out is the pseudo-legendary Pokemon Melmetal. So it looks like this trainer is a Steel-type trainer. Corviknight must be a Steel-type, a Steel and Dark type perhaps. Or Steel and Flying, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below if you know what type Corviknight is. All of the other Pokemon here he's using is Steel, so I didn't know Corviknight was a Steel type. That's pretty interesting. And now he has sent out Necrozma, which is a legendary Pokemon and one of the strongest Pokemons out. If our Magmortar can knock it out, I'll be super impressed. And he hits us with a rock attack. I think he's gonna one-shot us. He takes out my Magmortar. Wow, this Elite Four member really has a crazy, crazy Pokemon team. We're gonna send out Silvally now. Hopefully Silvally can knock out Necrozma. And Hercules uses a full restore, so that's not good. He's gonna try everything in his power to keep his Necrozma alive. It is a super strong Pokemon. Usually the legendary Pokemon, their EV levels are just so much higher than regular Pokemon. Like our EV points max out at 510 or so, but some legendary Pokemon have EV points that go up to 680, 690. So I think Necrozma is one of those crazy strong Pokemon. But luckily it's gone back to its normal form. It's no longer Dynamaxed. I'm gonna revive my Magmortar. And if Graplock gets knocked out, we're gonna send Magmortar out again. Our fire type attacks are just way too strong against these steel types. And if we can attack first, we might be able to knock it out or cause some serious damage. Hercules uses another full restore, but it's not enough. We one-shot it now that it's not Dynamaxed. Necrozma is down. Next out, he sends out Ferrothorn, Steel and Grass type. We one-shot it. And it's down to Hercules' final Pokemon, which is Klefki. I'm surprised by that. I thought Klefki has an evolution. Not sure why it's not evolved. We almost knock it out. We burn it, and the burn knocks it out. So that's this Elite Four trainer down. That's 3 trainers down. 1 more to go. None of these battles have been crazy difficult yet. Our team has put up an amazing fight. It's Elite Four battle number 4. Let's get right into it. Let's see what type this Elite Four member is. It's the final battle. Will we be able to knock him out? And the first Pokemon he sends out is another Ultra Beast, a Celesteela. And this, I believe, is an Ice and Steel type Pokemon. Both types which are weak against fire. And the next Pokemon he sends out is Gyarados, which is a Dragon and Water type Pokemon. So I'm still not sure what type this trainer specializes in. Maybe it's Dragon type. Maybe Celesteela was a Dragon type as well. But he sent out Gyarados, and my Magmortar is definitely going to be weak against water attacks. So I quickly swapped in Rillaboom, who should be effective against Gyarados. And Gyarados is using Dragon Dance to boost up its stats. Luckily, our attack also reduces Gyarados' speed. So if we can hit him with that attack 2 or 3 times, we should be able to attack first because his speed will be so low. And at the moment he's using full restores, trying to keep his Gyarados alive. But it's not going to be enough. We're going to knock it out. Our attack's causing more than half of his HP to be damaged. And we've knocked out Gyarados. We kept our Magmortar alive. Things are looking good. 2 Pokemon down. And he has sent out an Articuno, another legendary Pokemon. And this is the Galarian form of Articuno. So it's not like just an ice type. I believe this one is perhaps fairy or dark type as well. But I've sent Magmortar back out because his fire attacks are just super strong. And we attack first, we knock out the legendary Articuno. And he's got 3 Pokemon left now. He sends out Aerodactyl, which is like a pseudo-legendary Pokemon. And it's mega evolving. So this Elite Four trainer has got the craziest team that we have come across. He knocks out my Magmortar. But now we're going to go with Silvally, as Silvally's also ground type. So we're both going to be ground types now. I believe Aerodactyl is like ground and dragon. But we survive its first attack. We're hitting it with Crunch. And we survive its second attack. So it looks like we're not going to be able to knock it out. But we've caused a fair amount of damage. Now we're going to send out Dragonite to try finish him off. If we can hit him with Ice Beam, we should be able to knock it out. He attacks us with Stone Edge. It's super effective. But we knock it out. Mega Aerodactyl is out of battle. Things are looking good for us. 2 more Pokemon left. And he sends out a legendary Landorus. Every single Pokemon on this guy's team is like a legendary, pseudo-legendary, Ultra Beast. But I suppose it is the Elite Four, so we needed some crazy battles. This guy's definitely been the toughest so far. My Dragonite has Dynamaxed. And we one-shotted Landorus. We took him out the battle. I think the Dynamax has really pushed up our defense and our attack. But my Dragonite gets knocked out from the hail, which is not great. And it's down to the final Pokemon, Talonflame, which is flying and fire. And I've sent out my Kommo-o. And we're going to try hit it with the Z-type move. We're just going all out at this moment to try and knock out this Pokemon. We hit and we one-shot it. We have defeated the Elite Four. We still got 2 Pokemon left. We did an amazing job. Booyah! It looks like we're going to be the next Pokemon champion of the seafood region. But now, let's see, is there another battle? It seems we may not be the Pokemon champions just yet. We have encountered Trainer Joshua, who is the champion, the current champion of the seafood region. So I'm guessing we have to defeat him in order to take his title. I was not expecting another battle And I don't know if we have encountered Joshua in the game. I've got a feeling we might have, passed him in the story at some point, but I didn't realize he was the champion of the whole region. And the first Pokemon he sent out is Aegislash, which we one-shot with our strong fire attack. And the second Pokemon he sends out is Tyrantrum, which is like a ground dragon-type Pokemon. It's also a Pokemon that can come from fossils, I believe. And it's going to be really effective against my Magmortar. He knocks out my Magmortar in one shot, so I'm going to swap in Rillaboom to get the type advantage. If we can hit it with a grass attack, it should cause a bit of damage. And Rillaboom avoids his attack. We hit it again with power-up hit. And if we can survive this last attack, we should be able to knock it out. He hits my Rillaboom with Head Smash, but we hang in there. And he uses a full restore, which is really annoying. But we're going to keep hitting it with power-up hit, because power-up hit gets stronger with every turn, boosts up our attack. We almost knock it out, and then it uses another Head Smash. He takes out my Rillaboom, but he's only got a tiny bit of health left. My Silvally should be able to finish it off for sure. But he uses another full restore. Champion Joshua's trying everything to keep his Tyrantrum alive. He is getting a bit ahead of us in the battle now. But we hit it with a super effective attack. We knock out Tyrantrum. That is what we needed. And the next Pokemon he sent out is Steelix, which has Mega Evolved. I don't think I've ever seen Mega Steelix before, and it looks really cool. What an awesome looking Pokemon. Steelix was one of my favorites when Steel-type Pokemon first came out, when Steelix and Scizor were revealed. I absolutely lost my mind, and this Mega Steelix just looks incredible. We knocked out Mega Steelix, and now he has sent out Cinderace, which is a Fire-type Pokemon. So it looks like Champion Joshua has got a variety of different types. He's not sticking to just one type, which makes things a lot more difficult. We knocked out his Pokemon, and now he sent out Scolipede, which is a Bug and Poison type. And my Silvally is doing really well. He's knocked out quite a few Pokemon. And Scolipede knocked itself out with its attack. There was some recoil damage. And he has sent out level 92 Jirachi, which is a legendary Pokemon. I've sent out my Kommo-o, which is one of my stronger Pokemon. We've caused a lot of damage. If we can survive the next attack, or attack first, we'll knock it out. And yes, we've taken out the legendary Pokemon Jirachi. We've defeated the champion of the seafood region. Sorry, Joshua, it looks like you have lost your title. There is a brand new champion in the region, and his name goes by Trainer Flips. Okay, so Joshua is not very happy with us, and he's telling us a bit of his story. And here are some of the professors. They tell us that the champion Joshua was actually the son of Dark Worship leader Isaac. Wow, can you believe it? Dark Worship leader Isaac had a son that was the champion of the seafood region. Absolutely crazy. But from today, we are the new champion of the seafood region. So it looks like we're going to go to the Hall of Fame soon, and we'll register our Pokemon and our team. And here we have it. Boom, baby. Can you believe it? What a journey it's been. The Pokemon League was a lot of fun. I loved all the battles. The Pokemon League was 7 battles that we had to battle in a row. The Elite Four were super tough. The champion Joshua was the cherry on top. And here are my incredible team that I completed the game with. We finished registering as the new champion, and everyone is outside to congratulate us. We have Gold, we have May, we got Barry, we got Elaine, we got Blue. Everyone is out there. Everyone's cheering us on. And this game has been an incredible journey. It has been a lot of fun, especially the Pokemon League was definitely one of the highlights for me of the entire game. All the battles were really fun. Some were a bit challenging, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. There are some negatives to the game. Some of the translations have been translated poorly, and there were a couple bugs, especially in the Otomai Island Temple section of the game. So I hope there is another update for this game and some of those bugs and some of the English translations will improve, because just a few little changes can really make this game really polished and a lot more enjoyable. But overall, an amazing game. If you haven't checked out, I have started a new playthrough of an amazing fan game called Pokemon Unbreakable Ties. It's an amazing game. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. So if you want to check out a brand new type of game that's really setting the bar at a new level, go subscribe to my channel. Check out Pokemon Unbreakable Ties. I've also got tons of other playthroughs, a lot of guides for you. But also, I'd love for you guys to leave a comment down below. Let me know which game you would like me to play next. What are some of your guys' favorite games? Some recommendations will be really awesome. But we're going to finish off the video here. Thanks for watching.